Hi, this is Vincent from WaterRobin. In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace your Mainsheet block boom attachments. In this video, we will replace one of the attachment loops from my own RS Aero boom. Here you see that I am trying to remove the current block. I'm doing that quite carefully with a small screwdriver. You can use anything like maybe a knitting needle or just a small stick. Um, when the block is removed, we can start to open up the boom to remove the loops. So at the end of the boom, in at least the current versions of the RS Aero, I think at least since the 2500 numbers, you can find two Phillips screws. Use a screwdriver that fits well so you don't destroy the Phillips screw, and remove them one by one. It should go quite easy. Don't use an electronic screwdriver. It will destroy your Phillips screws. If this end is done with another form of attachment, uh, then you will need to drill them out and replace them afterwards with Phillips screws. So it slides out quite well and easy. There you go. And we're just gonna leave it like this. So the boom is now open, and we will return to the attachment loop, which we will just cut off with a piece of scissors. I'm using a Dyneema scissor, which is easy. Then I'm using a small fid to push out uh, the remaining cord. Um, don't do it too aggressively because you don't want to damage the boom. I'm actually putting the debris back in my boom, which is quite stupid, but it will fall out here because when you lift the boom a little bit and shake it, then the loop attachment will fall out at the end of the boom, which is a good time to examine it a little bit to see if your urge to replace it was correct or not. In my case, it was not necessary to replace it, but because I made this video, I chose to do so anyway. In the fifth step, you want to have a piece of string. You can use wool. I'm using whipping cord, and I'm attaching a needle to it. You can also try something else, but it needs to be quite small because you want to thread it through the hole. So here I'm doing exactly that, putting it in the hole, holding the boom at a small angle and shaking the boom a little bit. And now the needle with the weight will fall down at the end of the boom. So just helping it a little bit. And then you can see on my floor that if you look very carefully, with a couple of shakes, the needle will fall out. So just be patient. There's no award for speed here. I actually attached the block to the other end of the whipping twine, just so that if the needle falls out, it doesn't pull out the end of the cord, because then you have to start all over again. So at WaterRobin.nl, you bought the 3 millimeter Dyneema attachment. It's 1 meter long, which sounds quite long, but I'll explain later why the extra length is important. I'm using the old washer um, to attach it to the cord, and you fold it twice in the middle. So then you end up with the two loops at the end. Um, Make sure that you put the old washer on the correct way so that it bends with the boom. You want about 7.5 to 8 centimeters. So I'm marking it at 7.5. And now I'm putting on a stopper knot, and there's many different stopper knots. I'm using a figure 8 knot because, honest confession, I don't know all the knots, and I know the one that's the 8 knot. So I'm using that one. Um, Make sure that the loops are equal size. So you basically work the knot to be tight, and every time you make sure that the loops are the correct length. I'm going off shot here a couple of times. I'm sorry about that, but I guess you get the idea of how to do this. In the video, I do it the first time right. To be honest, off camera, I did it. This I think is the second attempt, which is not bad. Sometimes you just have to untie the knot again and start over to make sure you get the right length. So you have one loop already. The other side I'm putting in a flat knot so I can use a fit to pull some tension on the knot. You want to do that when it's out of the boom. I just do it by hand. I don't use anything else. Just pull it tight. You know, you might, when it's actually on the boom and you're sailing, you might pull out an extra 3 millimeters, but that's not a problem. Uh, but you want to have it tight enough at least. So this is the end result. Two nice loops next to each other, not twisted. And I'm leaving the axis rope on there because when the knot starts working a little bit, it's good to have extra rope. It increases the strength of the knot. There's actually quite some good YouTube videos about that available. So I'm using the end of the twine where the needle is still on there to tie a bowline around the two loops. So eventually we'll cut off the needle, and we're just going to use the line to pull through the the new loops, the new attachment through the boom. I actually didn't drop the needle this time, which is good. So now I'm just putting it inside the boom, ready to be pulled on the other side. So here is the other side. So I attached the block, and now I can just pull out the line carefully, not too rough. It needs to be smooth. If it's stuck somewhere, go back, maybe start over again with the needle. It shouldn't be stuck, but you never know. Just a little persuasion, and it comes out. And now I'm just pulling it a couple of times, and well, it's actually done already. So it's quite an easy replacement. Looks scary, but it isn't. So now we have the two loops, and then the next step is to reattach the block to the two loops. So put a loop through the middle, and then I'm using the screwdriver again to pull it out. Always be careful not to damage the rope. It's easily done with something that is too small. This screwdriver is quite a nice size. So putting it on the block. Just helping it in the right position. And then There's a bit of spider web left in my block, so I don't think it's something like old rope. It's actually a spider that used to live in my block. Spider has moved to a better place. Now the other side. I'm a bit clumsy here. I have huge hands, so it's sometimes when it becomes a bit small, it's a bit difficult. But there we go. And you can see with the screwdriver, it's a quite easy process. And here I'm a bit off shot again. I'm sorry, but you get the idea. There it is. Make sure it's seated correctly, and then we're going to give it a pull. Yep, and there it is. So that's quite an easy process. This video is about 12 minutes long. So yeah, it's quite an easy task to do within 15 minutes. It's not something to be advised to do at a regatta, but it's okay if you do it uh, at home. So now we're going to put back the end cap with the Phillips screws. Um, again, you might have had a different type of attachment here. Yeah, give me a comment on the video and let me know which SIL number you have for the RS Aero and what kind of attachment you have down here. Um, I'm curious. I haven't seen any booms with the other attachments yet, but it's possible that they're still out there. Make sure you watch the other videos. In the other video, I'm replacing the outhole line. Actually, if you look very carefully, you can see that the new outhole line is already in this boom. Secretly, I replaced it while making this video. Thanks for watching.